say, the shower's pretty dangerous for a Minotaur.
Hey guys, Minotaur here. I think I'm going to discuss something today that hasn't really been brought up yet that much, which is the addition of characters, especially Trumpkin in particular, to the Voyage of the Dawn Treader movie. The whole situation is very complicated because if they had stuck to the book with Trumpkin's character, Trumpkin would be jolly, happy, sort of sarcastic person, not a grumpy, sarcastic person. There's a big difference between somebody who goes, "Oh yeah, that's gonna be so awesome," and somebody goes, "Yeah, that's gonna be so awesome." And there's a different sort of thing implied. It's easier to tell sarcasm, I think, in literature than it is in movies, because in movies you have to set the real tone, and in literature you can kind of tell from the context. But the main issue is, of bringing Trumpkin on the Voyage of the Dawn Treader, that would mean that there would be more than one Narnian, more like true Narnian, not like human Narnians, on the Dawn Treader. One of the biggest themes in the Voyage of the Dawn Treader is discovery of strange. This normal-ish crew, with the exception of Reaper-Cheep, it's all humans. They go off and meet all these outlandish creatures and all these mysterious islands. And by adding Narnians aboard the ship, that would take away from the strangeness of everything else in contrast to the crew of the Dawn Treader. I don't know how much effect just having Trumpkin would be, but there's also discussion of Dr. Cornelius being on there as well, possibly even some other characters. I think this could be a chance for the filmmakers to do justice to Trumpkin. He never really got to say all his famous Beards and Bedsteads lines. He said it once, but fans were still sort of mad. I think but the more complicated issue is, how would he affect a lot of the islands in terms of how they play out? I mean, one possibility is he just stays aboard the ship, but I don't know how that would be. Having Dr. Cornelius on the ship is another matter entirely, because Dr. Cornelius is your wise old guy. I think it would be really cheesy to have a wise old guy on the Dawn Treader ship, because it means Cornelius would probably be offering advice a lot of the time, and plus it would take away from Corkin, because it would be two old wise guys that'll probably look about the same. So, I mean, Trumpkin on the Dawn Treader, that's okay. I mean, Dr. Cornelius, I don't think so. I mean, Dr. Cornelius hardly even showed up in Prince Caspian. I mean, they don't even... someone who hasn't read the books can't even tell that the professor's name is Dr. Cornelius. He's referred to as Professor throughout the entire Prince Caspian movie. So, I think we better just move on. I know Dr. Cornelius is a memorable character, but the Dawn Treader is not the right place to bring back his character. And Rilian is continuing doing his very good vlogs. His fourth episode was about Will Poulter. He's going to be 16 in 3 months, which is about 2 years older than George Lee Henley. And what he brought up was, it wouldn't make any sense if Lucy wasn't allowed to go back to Narnia because she was too old, if Eustace was, and he looked older than Lucy. I could be a little worried about this as we get more information. I mean, we haven't seen very many recent pics of Will Poulter, or especially Georgie Henley. I mean, everybody was really, really freaked out when Ben Barnes was cast as Prince Caspian. He was 25. And I think as it went on, I didn't seem to be as big of a deal. Well, of course, Ben Barnes is really young looking, and he doesn't look like he's a day older than 20 now, even though he's 27, which is really, really old. He's going to be 28 when he's filming the Don Treader. I think I'm going to really like Rilian's vlogs, because basically what he mentioned in his first video, he's very mature in the way he analyzes things. I mean, he won't get worked up about something, or it looks like he won't go ballistic if a big change is made. I mean, we've already seen that. He can talk about how he's talked with Anna Popplewell. Of all things for a naughty man to do, like that, that's like the talking with one of the naughty actors. That's pretty high, and he's able to talk about it without freaking out. I mean, if I went and met Anna Popplewell, and I would be like, dude, So I think Rilian's going to be really great. In fact, he can be the more mature side. I can just, like, I don't know, be whatever. Well, this is Minotaur. Thank you for watching again. Bye.
Minotaur, power!